your hair.
Oh yeah, it is breezy.
Hello, Marcy.
Oh, hi there.
And hello, Kimberlyn.
Hello, how are you?
Great. Okay, I can see you guys. Thanks for joining. I'm just getting my camera in place here. So if you
Oops,
just
we lost one. Oh, there she is. She's just not on camera.
No, I can see the Kimberlyn team there.
Oh,
Looks like there's somebody
appeared on
somebody
me.
with you.
Oh, there they are.
Did you guys know each other before right
No,
now?
just saying hello.
All right. Well, hello. And I know you guys don't know me, but it's great to meet you. So, Kimberlyn, if you would, can you guys see now the orange outline on the screen there? And
Yes.
okay. So the first thing that I'd recommend you do is try and turn your phone horizontal, and you'll see how you'll fit into the window a little bit better. Maybe.
Well,
Maybe not.
nah.
How about that?
Let's see.
Oh wow, that's weird.
You're
I've
elongated.
done 1,000 interviews, and I've never seen that happen with the camera kind of turning horizontally. Maybe you have orientation lock on.
I have no idea.
Well,
I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. But I'm thinking it back the other way. It's harder to hold.
yeah, you can leave it like that for now. It's fine. We can play around with it a
What
little
did you
bit.
do so we can get more view? We had much more a while ago.
Oh, he was doing it.
Oh, okay.
So, hi everybody. Let me turn my
Hello.
down here. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Chris Strub. I call myself the Giving Day guy. As you saw in my email. Oh, who else is here? Somebody else is here.
Getting the sun a little bit more.
Elena.
This might be better.
Elena, can you hear me? Or Alana?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can, but I can't see you.
Oh yeah, I have my video off.
So if you
That's
turn
me.
your video on, you should show up there in the big. Could you turn your video on? Are you working on that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Do you want my video on?
Yeah, just so you can kind of get it, kind of see what we're playing around with, if that's all right. If you're video appropriate, there you go.
If you
Perfect. So I'm just gonna come back like this, and now I can see everybody there. So, hi. Again, my name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. I'm based here in Greenville, South Carolina. I work year-round with Giving Days like AZ Gives. I've worked with, since 2017, I've worked with Giving Days in 9 different states. I've worked with 10 different Giving Days, including statewide Giving Days in New Hampshire and Wyoming. This year, I'll be working with a bunch more Giving Days through this new show that I'm calling Generosity Live. And you guys are actually the very first group of nonprofits that signed up to be part of this. So I will always hold a special place in my heart for you guys and be grateful to you for jumping in and taking part. I know that you probably have some questions, and I'm going to leave more than enough time to answer them for you. And we will not probably need the full 30 minutes here. I doubt we'll even need 20 minutes, but just so you guys kind of know what's going on, of course, AZ Gives runs from next Tuesday at noon Pacific to next Wednesday at noon Pacific. My goal with this new show is to help build buzz and energy around that giving day and help you guys create some additional content and share the stories of your nonprofits to help you guys raise more money on that day. And I saw from your responses, none of you guys are new to AZ Gives. I'm sure you guys all understand how AZ Gives itself works. And I would say the best way to think of me is just sort of as an additional media opportunity where, sorry, I wasn't muted there, but obviously you guys can hear me, where you'll be able to share your story. And then my hope by doing these conversations on the first day is that I'll be able to create little shorter video clips that I'll be able to provide to you that you can use on your social media channels as well, that will really help drive some conversation. So this is something that this is just kind of my passion. As I mentioned, this is year 5 for me working in the Giving Day specific space. And I love the opportunity to be able to help support nonprofits of all different walks of life and from all different backgrounds. I'm really looking forward to getting to chat with you guys next week and learning a bit more sort of on the fly. But because we have such a cozy group, again, I had extended this opportunity to as many nonprofits as I could get in touch with in Arizona. You guys will have a little bit more space. I think one of you guys emailed me about this. I'll be able to speak to you a little bit more in depth than I ordinarily would during a giving day because I'm more accustomed to speaking to lots of nonprofits, if that makes sense, right? So each one of you guys will actually have your own sort of video, which is great. And I'll be able to use both, of course, the live streams and my own social media channels to be able to help support and get the word out about your organizations. I can also assure you, maybe this will cheer everybody up too, the fact that you guys signed up and are joining me for this new journey. I don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse, but I will be happy to make a donation to each of your organizations during AZ Gives, which will hopefully also give you a chance to win one of the prizes that you'll be eligible for. So typically I do this training call in a Zoom because we have a lot more people, but I figured it would be simpler just to invite you into this Switcher Studio green room space to be able to see how this system works. It seemed like each of you guys saw it was pretty simple to get in. We can work on the turning the phone horizontal thing if for next week, or honestly, if it's easier to just hold it vertically, we can do that as well. You can see how I use different graphics to be able to put words on the screen. So you can see this is a little more sophisticated already than your typical Zoom call. You can see above my head, it says you're tuned into Generosity Live, April 5th. So you'll see this same sort of setup next Tuesday. Actually, it will probably look more like this because, whoops, that's the wrong button. It will look more like this, where it'll be me on one side of the screen, one of you on the other side of the screen, and then across that bottom strip of the screen, I'll be able to actually put the AZ Gives website, which will be able to show in real time the amount of money and the number of donors that have come in during the giving day so far. So you can see how I can sort of transition between who is on the screen. Ordinarily, like I said, we might have 7 or 8 nonprofits in one video, but we have a little bit more extended space to be able to feature each one of you guys next week. So it seemed like you guys didn't have too much of an issue getting into Switcher. That's sort of the whole goal of today, was to make sure that you would be able to get in. And then next week, what I will ask is that you guys join me in the room here, maybe 5 minutes before your scheduled time to get going. Everybody got the time slots that I had put together for you based on your preferences. And again, we're going to stick to Tuesday evening, which will give, well, it's Tuesday evening for me, it's Tuesday afternoon for you guys. And then I'm sure you guys have other things planned to also promote your AZ Gives sort of interactions. So I plan to converse with you guys for maybe 12 to 15 minutes, which I think is really a great space to get a little detail into what you do, why you do what you do, why AZ Gives is so important to you and your organization, where the money is going to go, all the same sort of basic questions that you might expect a TV reporter, or a radio reporter to ask you about your efforts. I'm doing this to support you guys. It's not a investigative journalism piece. We're doing this to create additional marketing materials for you guys next week. So I don't have too much more to add to that. I will tell you that right before this call, I was working on actually pre-scheduling the broadcasts, which is another big question that often comes up. Do we have a link to share out? I almost was able to get that done today, but I should be able to get it done right after this call. The videos will play across all of my different social media channels, including YouTube and Facebook. We'll also hopefully stream to Twitter if I can make it work. And Twitter, oftentimes nonprofits are a little skittish about Twitter, but Twitter really is great for giving days because, especially for a big giving day like AZ Gives, when that hashtag starts to trend, it really helps pick up the attention of the broader public, and really makes AZ Gives something that is really a part of the statewide and even the national conversation during the giving day. So if we can get a video of you onto Twitter in real time, and then after it's over, we'll post it after the fact as well. Beautiful. So let me pause there and see if you guys have any questions for me. While we're going, feel free to just jump in.
So it's both live and then you'll follow up with sending us a video, or
so what I hope
once it's live, it is a video, I guess.
So yes, it will be live. After the live stream ends, it will be available to be played in its entirety after the show ends. And I will tell you, I'm still working on different elements, whether it's a quick sort of animated intro, or I also have been building out some graphics that kind of look like this. Let me just pull this up here real quick. Where A, B, whoops, A, B, right? So I'll be able to produce some slick looking video like this in real time where I can talk about sort of the fast facts of AZ Gives. And I can kind of go between some of the different concepts. So I'm going to be working on this all weekend, if that makes sense. But we'll have some really cool sort of interactive elements that sort of help tell the story of the Giving Day, as well as, of course, the prize pool. Yeah, that was the first one that I pulled up there, right? The prize pool, which I know is very important to everybody as well. So yes. And also when the stream is over, I'm going to go lay down and try and find maybe sort of a 30 to 60 second clip that I think best sort of tells the story of what we spoke about. And I will make an effort to get that directly to you, as well as share that on my social media channels, so that and of course, tag you guys in those posts as well.
Cool. Do you know there's a delay? Is that normal? There's a delay between your video and audio?
How significant is the delay?
It's a little bit annoying. It's not huge, but it's a little weird.
It's a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Let me try this. Tell me if this fixes it. Okay. Is there still a delay now? Oops.
Now there's an echo.
Now there's an echo.
And yeah, a delay.
And a delay?
Yeah, the echo was distracting me. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, the echo is a serious problem. That's the number one thing we got to avoid is the echo, which is usually much harder when there's 50 nonprofits coming in and out. And oftentimes I do this on location as well. Like I, had I had the chance to work directly with the AZ Gives team, I'd probably be in Phoenix, which makes it a little more challenging. It's a little simpler for me to do it here from home. What I'll do next week before our streams is restart my computer, and that should lower the echo a little bit, but
The echo's gone, but there's a delay.
yeah. Sorry, that's just the system. There's not really much that I can do with the little bit of lag there. Hopefully it's not too bad. And you guys shouldn't be lagging because your audio and video are coming in from the same place. So as long as the audio is good and hopefully I sound okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think the most important element for any stream is going to be the audio. I think having done this for a decade, people will forgive questionable video sometimes. They won't forgive questionable audio. So as long as we've got the audio right, I think we'll be in good shape.
I had one quick question, Chris. I think in the questionnaire that I filled out, it mentioned something about like if we had anything programmatic going on that day that we could speak to or showcase. Like, is there a place in this interview where we could like give a quick little tour, or like how would you suggest we go about that?
For sure. So I did offer the opportunity on the form to submit a video. I don't think any of you guys did, but because we have, again, a smaller group than I thought we would have, if you have a video that you want to send me, I can certainly get that on for you sort of in advance. Are you doing a tour like that night sort of thing, or the next day, or what's your tour?
I guess by tour I meant like the program that we are fundraising for Arizona Gives is happening on Tuesday. So we could kind of like, I could take the camera and follow Maria through to our like demo kitchen where they would be cooking, the meals that we're delivering that day. But I don't know if that would be too much for this situation.
What is that? Is that starting earlier in the day?
No, so we should be able to do something at 4 p.m. during our slotted time. It runs from like 11 to 5.
So what I'm actually thinking, is it Elena or Alana?
Elena.
Mm-hmm. Elena, what I'm thinking is it might be really great if you could, instead of us trying to do that live, I think if you could walk around maybe with your phone and record maybe even up to, 90 seconds of what's happening around there before we go live, and then send that to me. What I can do is actually play that video kind of like this. Like I can play the video and we can talk over it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that the conversation doesn't get broken up as we're kind of doing the video, but we still want people to be able to see what's happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
You can film it you can film it without really needing to worry about the sound, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And would you like photos as well, or is video the main move?
Photos usually, the only reason that I don't ask for photos is usually because if I ask 50 nonprofits for photos, it really becomes a lot.
Yeah.
But if you want to send me a couple photos, I'm sure that I can make it work for you.
Okay.
Especially
Yeah,
if you think
like
they'll be really...
two photos.
Yeah. I'm so used to orchestrating a group with 50 that when there's fewer, I can do a lot more. So if you want to send me a few photos, I can do that same thing as well, where we can put them on the screen and then you can talk about, as long as they're a photo that would spark you to want to say something about the photo. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Like I'll put the photo up and be like, all right, like what are we seeing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
helpful for me.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Like the way that we can use this.
Because I can tell
tool.
a few stories. There isn't a place. We don't have a place, but I can tell stories about animals that we've helped.
So if you have photos that you want to email me directly, you guys each have my email address. So just send me whatever you'd like. I love kind of having video. I think video plays really well, whether it's a video with sound or without sound. Either way, we can make that work. And I'm telling you, between that and the graphics, and I'll build out a little bit more to be able to put your names on the screen. I thought I had these graphics done, but maybe I don't have them quite yet. But like of course, I'll have like a title screen with your nonprofit's logo on there, so people will know what's coming. I'll be able to put your Facebook page up on the screen as well. And then we can even get into me pulling up your fundraising page so that we can talk directly about how things are going for you during AZ Gives and talk about what your goals are and how far you might be from those goals. So I know it's little old Chris here, but we can really create some pretty fancy looking content that really paints your organization in a really good light that you can use freely. Once we record it and I send it to you, like use it for whatever you want. You could even use it during the rest of the year, to be honest with you, if it tells the story of your organization nicely. That's my hope is to support you guys. That's why I do this is, having met so many great nonprofit leaders around the country, like I never get tired of hearing stories and helping you guys share in the best way possible. So whatever I can do to support you guys, let's do it. Any other questions? Maria, any questions?
I do not have any questions. Thank you. Elena is helping me out with this. So any questions she has are my questions as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering who the tag team was in the group.
Maria is our spokesperson. I just connect the dots.
Gotcha.
I'm here to listen to Elena and do what she says.
Perfect. I love it. Well, like I said, so Maria, you'll be on screen with me next week?
Yes.
Okay. So again, it'll look something like this. That's where you'll be too, with the brick background and everything. Looks good.
Yes, I don't think I'm working from home today, so I'll be in the office.
Okay.
But
yeah. So you can play around. You can play around with joining in the switcher room with whatever device you guys plan to use to check out how the background's going to look.
Okay.
Again, most of our conversation, I think, will probably be in this format where you'll be sort of in the square next to me like this.
Okay.
So you can just keep that in mind if there's other visuals you want to see. I also sent the group here an email with some tips, like how to be a great virtual live guest. So if you want to hear any more of my, advice and things, I created that YouTube video with this exact sort of conversation in mind, sort of, what do we talk about and where to position the camera and what to wear and all that stuff. So, all those frequently asked questions are locked down in that video, or you can ask them now. So
that was really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you watch the video?
I did. I don't know if Maria did yet.
Oh, cool.
I haven't yet.
Well, thank you for watching it. That's cool. And hopefully it was as helpful as I think it is. So, are there any other questions? I know I told you we wouldn't go the full 30 minutes. I know this is pretty simple and straightforward, but I do want to make sure I just reiterate my gratitude to you guys again, not just for being part of this debut premiere edition of Generosity Live, but also more importantly for the work that you guys do year round. It is extremely important to me to make sure I'm clear that I just so dearly appreciate your time. I know that each one of you guys does incredible work within your organization, and I'm blessed to have the chance to speak with you guys next week. So if there's not any other questions or anything, I'll let you guys go. But if you need anything else from me, my cell phone number is also in the bottom of my email there. I will say, if you're having an issue joining in, again, feel free to. You shouldn't. I mean, you really shouldn't. The only issue that you might have might be that you forgot to click on the camera permissions. Or the microphone permissions, and then you'll just need to refresh and make sure that you're giving your device those permissions. But I mean, we're 3 years into a mostly virtual world now. I think everybody has a good grasp on how to authorize those things. Okay. Thank you guys so much for your time. And I really look forward to chatting with you. Again, send me whatever video or imagery you'd like to see on the screen. And I wish you guys the best of luck in early giving, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you very,
Thank
very much.
you. Bye.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Very cool. Well, that was the Generosity Live Arizona training session here from the Fly the W studio in Greenville, South Carolina. My name is Chris Strub. Thanks for watching. If you would like to have Generosity Live appear at your live event, whether it's a giving day or some other type of fundraising opportunity, you see how simple and easy it is and how thrilled the nonprofits are to participate, how I'm able to kind of help the nonprofits feel at peace through this quick training session like this, which we held less than 30 minutes here today. And you got a little sneak preview of how Generosity Live is going to look next week with some of our facts and figures and things. I'll have a new hat. I'll have an Arizona specific hat. And we'll also get the soundboard plugged in. So we'll have some sound effects and things. That'll be my weekend, is getting all this to work. Make sure you hit that subscribe button here on YouTube, where I'm posting this replay. If you're really into this sort of stuff, you can watch some other training sessions that I did in 2021, and hopefully I'll get to do a lot more of this. I really enjoy what I do. And if you'd like to sponsor Generosity Live, I'm down for that too. Hit me up. See you soon. All right, so I got to play around with these graphics and things here. The title screen, the outro. Fix the countdown and everything. Smooth.